Hey guys, it's me, Jordan Sparks, and before you ask, yes, I'm sitting in a bathroom, and those are showers behind me. I am getting ready for my show with New Kids on the Block and Backstreet Boys, and I wanted to take the time out to answer some of your guys' questions that you sent in. So I have 10 right here, and I'm going to read them off. The first question is from Charmaine from Los Angeles. How would you suggest a young girl would start the process to become a singer? It's a really good question. I don't know. You have to want to be a singer first, and it has to be in your blood. It has to be something that you live for, something that really, really makes you happy. I think to start the process to get into the industry would probably be what I think you're asking, and it's different for everybody. Everybody has different types of roads. Some people are discovered on the street. Some people are discovered at a coffee shop. Some people go through American Idol like I did. Some people just, get lucky and they get to go into the record studios and they sign them on the spot. So I would say just keep practicing, sing wherever you can, get yourself involved in competitions and different things like that so that you can get used to, being around other people and your peers and other people that are going to be singing with you. So that's probably what I would say. The next one is, drumroll please, Betsa from Ocean Springs. Who is your favorite Backstreet Boy or New Kid? I would probably have to say Howie is my favorite Backstreet Boy. I was always like that. I always liked Howie because he had the long curly hair and he was really sweet, and because everybody was always talking about Nick and Kevin and everybody else, and so Howie and AJ were definitely my favorites, but I think Howie was my favorite. I think it was the curly hair, I don't know. Next question is from Michelle from Atlanta. What song of your own has the most meaning to you? I would probably have to say a lot of the songs that I wrote, because I was definitely writing from experience and from my heart, and one that I just performed last night actually, Faith, is definitely very important to me. It means a lot, and it has a really, really encouraging message. And even for me, when I listen to it, or it'll come on randomly on my iPod, it's one of those things where I'm like, take a deep breath, it's okay, I'll be okay, there's always tomorrow, it's good. So I think Faith would definitely be that one. Hold on, my little iPad here. The next one is from Ellen from Louisville. What is your idea of a perfect date? It's a good question. I haven't been on very many dates, actually. So I'm not sure, but I think I would want the date to just go really well. I wouldn't want it to be awkward, although you can't really control those types of things. But if it was perfect with somebody that I already like, I would love to just laugh the entire time. That's my idea of a good time, is just having fun, just making fun of yourself, having a good time. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. We can go see a movie and go to dinner, even though that sounds kind of cheesy, but I'm simple like that. We could stay in and watch a basketball game. That's cool too. So yeah, I'm pretty simple. The next one would be Lizzie from Chicago asks, what's your advice for fans that struggle with poor self-esteem or body image issues? That's kind of a tough one, because everybody is different. Not everybody is going to react the same to what people say about them or how they feel about something or whatever it is. So I guess I would say it's always hard to say, don't listen to what those people say. But a lot of times you can hear 100 compliments, and then it's that one negative thing that stick with you. So it's just one of those things. You just gotta take it day by day. I would say that you are an individual and you are special and perfect anyway. So you should just know that there are lots of people out there that love you, and you're always covered in prayer, and you always have people thinking, and you always have somebody who's going to be there for you, even if you feel you're alone. So don't worry, and know that I go through it too. Some days I wake up and I'm just like, do I really have to do this? I don't want to wear this dress. I'm not going to feel good in it. It's a day by day thing, and some days I respond differently. So I just think one step at a time, no pun intended, but for real, that's probably what I'd say. Next one is Mary from Tucson asks, were you and Chris Brown ever a thing? It just makes me laugh. We weren't ever a thing, but it was really cool to be able to work with him at the time when I did, because I was such a huge fan and I was total fangirl like I am on this tour right now with the boys. It's just amazing to be able to be around somebody that you listen to and that you really, really like. So I think Chris is awesome. I have talked to him from time to time, but we were, no, never a thing. I don't think no, just no. Next question is from Amy from Orlando. What is the first CD you ever bought as a kid? It was actually a cassette tape, and it was Spice Girls. It was Spice Girls, I think it was Spice World, and I played that thing so many times, like it's incredible. And then when the CD came out, I went and got that too, but it was the cassette tape that I got, and I thoroughly enjoyed listening to it for sure. I have to find that. Next one is from Mike from Birmingham. How did you get involved on Broadway or In the Heights? Well, I'd already or always expressed my interest in doing Broadway. I had always wanted to do it. I went and saw a lot of shows as a kid, and that's where I was pretty much introduced to my love for performing and on stage and live performance and different things like that. So I always wanted to do it. It was a surprise to me to actually go in and meet with, Lin-Manuel, and we were sitting and talking, and, he was like, are you interested in doing Broadway? Would you ever want to? And I was like, yeah, of course. And so he's like, okay, cool, here's the, the CD, just, we want you to listen to it, because I actually had never heard In the Heights. And so I went home and listened to it, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I hadn't heard anything from them, so I reached out and I said, hey, if anything, thank you so much for this amazing music, because it did not come out of my CD player. And then they called and I came in and I did pretty much a work session and an audition where I go in knowing the songs, do a couple of scenes so they can see if it would work. And I went in and did the audition, and then a couple months later, after my tour last summer, I was in New York, and it was amazing. It was so much fun. Brutal schedule, but I made friends for life, and I loved the experience that I had on stage, and just being able to do that and play a different character. It was amazing. Next question is from Mallory from Tucson. What's something you have to have on tour that you cannot leave without? Hold on, I'll show you. Hey, okay, right here. This is what I can't leave without. This is Minnie. Minnie, my little dude, she's so cute. She's tired, I just woke her up. But this is Minnie. You guys know, or if you don't know, I have 2 dogs at home, Maggie and Miles, and this is their little baby. And so I love being able to take a dog with me on tour, because it's a little piece of home when I can't, have my mom or my brother, my dad with me. So, yeah, the little baby. Oh, she's so sleepy. Oh, baby, sorry. She's so sleepy. Okay, say bye. Say bye. Say bye to the fans. Bye. Okay. And the last question is from Kevin from Birmingham. What do you do to prepare for tour? I always say I'm prepared for tour or preparing for it, and it always comes down to the last minute. You guys know I'm a procrastinator. I end up packing in the morning 30 minutes before I have to leave for my flight, but just trying to get things that I need, essential stuff, lots of jewelry, making sure I have extra shoes just in case something doesn't work, my wardrobe, making sure I have I have to prepare for the unexpected, because there are lots of events that pop up that I'll need an outfit for, different things like that. I have my computer, I have my iPad, I got my iPhone, I got the dog, I have to pack the dog's bags, I have to, make sure everything's good at home, on the home front, make sure I have the, comp tickets ready for my family. It's a lot, but it's good. I'm having a really good time, so it takes a lot to prepare for tour, but it's good. So you guys, thank you so much for asking those questions, and thank you for coming back to see my responses. Hopefully I can do this again sometime, because that would be really cool. But I gotta go warm up for my concert, and hopefully I'll see you guys out here on tour. See you later. Bye.